Hello, my name is Mary Soriano, and I will present Paycheck Fairness Act. Second slide talks about why I decided to choose this topic, and the reason why is because I believe that as times change, we should do it also as a society. And unfortunately, if we still have to come up with laws or acts that prevent certain situations, it's unfortunately that we have come up to this point as a society. I understand that sometimes it's inevitably and we can't prevent certain laws because people decide to be stupid and do certain things that should have been done. But for the wage gap, the gender wage gap, I feel like we are at a century or a point in life where this shouldn't be an issue anymore. We should just try to live as a society and just keep going. And that's why I chose this topic because we still have to come up, like I said, with any laws or um, acts that prevent certain issues. So, what is the Paycheck Fairness Act? This is a law that was established to add more protection to the Equal Pay Act of 1963 and the Fair Labor Standards Act. And this was done because they wanted to help reduce the gender pay gap that currently exists in the United States. The reason behind this act is that it will help the Fair Labor Standards Act and the Equal Pay Act by reinforcing more both acts, meaning that if an employer pays more to a male employee than a female employee, with this act, somebody can take it to court and the plaintiff will verify, will find evidence of why is this female being paid less than the male coworker. And if the reason is only because of the job requirements, because the male does a better job than the female, then it will be okay. But if it's found that it's just because of the gender, then the person will be in trouble. This act, unfortunately, has been denied multiple times over the last 20 years by Congress. Um, the House of Representatives actually amended the act. I mean, they accepted it, but the Senate turned it down, and it has been a constant battle trying to get it. It always goes back to the Senate, and there's always a group of people that denies it, and the majority wins, obviously. So it's a constant battle trying to get the act. And if you look at the Congress page, which I also have cited here, you will find that it says introduce, like it says introduce for the status of the act, meaning that it's still not being amended. It hasn't been accepted by anybody. So that's why I couldn't find any real life example using this specific act. Now you can obviously find more examples using the Equal Pay Act or the other acts. But because this one hasn't been approved, there hasn't been an actual case where this particular act has been used. And with this, I conclude my presentation. Hopefully into the future, the Congress will eventually accept the act, or if not, will reinforce the other ones that are in existence already, because it's just getting ridiculous how are we going to ever advance as a society, as human beings, if we can't just go by fairness, by what exactly, like this is black and this is white, or this is like this and this is like that. We just have to really try to move on from all of this. It has been 50 years since the Equal Pay Act has been in place, and there's still issues 50 years later, and it's just amazing how we're just going back as a society instead of going forward. So I'll just leave you with this, and thank you so much for listening.